All right, so I'm here with Hung Dao, and we're finishing a second part of an interview. We did a group interview. You had lost connection, but we also went over time with everybody. And I wanted to reconnect with you and talk about your mental health journey from your experiences in Afghanistan and how you've coped with that and just, what's happened since you've gotten out.
Okay. Yeah. After I got medically retired from the army down in Fort Lewis, and at first, I would fight to stay back in because I plan to finish up my 20 years in the army at least, and end up like the incident happened to me, to us, in Afghanistan. Then everything seemed kind of downhill. I saw having a lot of bad dreams, backlash, and just a lot. And they say uh, it's better off for me to get out and get treated. While I still at Fort Hood or still at Fort Lewis, I still I went to mental health and behavioral health for TBI and PL and PTSD. And they prescribed me all type of different medication for nightmare, anxiety, and I'm taking tritazone at first, ambience, um, affects the venlafaxine, the the mood change. I'm currently took like about 6 or 7 different type of medication right now just for the mental health issue. Then when they're saying finally like they medically retired me from Fort Hood. Then at first I get out like I received my final packet, walk through like the whole 9 yard and say, okay, here you go. Thank you for your service. Here's your packet. And I say, okay, what I'm gonna do?
Mm.
I get out and return back home in Grand Prairie, Texas. That's like about 30 minutes away from Dallas. And at first, first for the first month, it's pretty rough. I try to get all my paperwork squared away, and I came home. Kind of like the civilian life is kind of like it's totally different from like what the army life is. Just like for us in the army, we always just like yeah, hurry up and wait. But when we actually in downrange, times like everything has to be like in one standard. You can't make you can't make uh a second opinion. It's just like if your team leader or SWAT leader or your platoon son tell you what to do, yeah, do it. Because like you have to obey like the order. Here, it's just like in civilian world, they have many different ways of doing work, and we try to tell them, they're not listen, and we start trigger, it's getting angry. I, like just it's hard because like before I joined the army, like I work and making a lot of money. And like I finally just signed up a blank check, just to serve because like it's kind of like a dream for me.
Mhm.
But now, I just can't like get back out, like get back to the civilian world. Like for the first month and the second month, I tried to explain to exactly what happened to me, to my family and my brother, my mom and dad, and say, hey, when it's time for me, something trigger me, it's time for me. When you see that I'm sorry, raising my voice and my anger, my emotion is a little bit different, then you just like back up and just sleep alone. And sometimes we talk this and that, and just like we try to get a conversation, but it's hard. You try to tell them and end up, they say, oh, I'm using this as an excuse to get away from problems. But I say, oh, no, that's how it is, just leave me alone. I just walk off. I just walk. I was so. Then the second month, I isolate myself in the room. I just like every day, during the time that, they go to work, I'm just like in the room, just staring at the wall. I hear voices. I hear people talking to my ears, tell me to do this and that. That's like several times. Uh, 2 times. That's like they told me kind of. I hear voices tell me to this do this and that. Kind of like want to jump off like the house, and like somebody talking to me and say, "Hey, you better off. You better off this world than living." Kind of like you keep hearing things. People keep hearing bad thing, and like when we look on the social media on our Facebook itself that we have battle buddy that like kill in the battlefield, and like there's suicide, commit suicide, and all this stuff. Just like bring your anxiety more bad and bad. It's just like, oh man, that's the first time. The second time it happened, that it's just like I think that something happened with me, and no, it's not something happened to me. Just I see family member, family, we fight. But we just stand right there and say, man, we just like for us, in the military, we always want to come home to see our family. And now I'm coming home to see our family, and they fight over stupid shit. It's a little thing that's like is not even worth it. It's just like what the heck, just like really. And then I told him this, and then I started raising my voice, and like just like I'm start cussing a lot. I say, man, you don't know what we've been through. But like you just like they don't cherish, like the moment with each other because you never know what happened tomorrow. You know, you never know what happened tomorrow. What if like tomorrow one of us, like got killed or passed or something happened to us, then like we got buried like 6 foot under, and it's too late for you. Just like stand right there. So I regret this, regret that, and that's all. Say I wish I was there for you, but what like when I'm alive, what happened? What you got? Yeah, and there's so many. I try to go work, and the way like before, like I work and making a lot of my work for a car dealership. I work for the airport, and I work in so many different places. I know how to kind of like deal with people. That's one of the reasons why like when I get into the army, it's kind of like with those experience, it's kind of get me away from getting in trouble. I never get in trouble in like when I serve at all. So, because I kind of know how to deal with people, but now, it's just like when we get bad, and plus, like we try to get help from the VA, and they are dragging the feet and all that stuff. And I went to a therapy like the psychiatric, and the psychiatrist told me, oh, you know what? Every time it's sometimes it's like every time when it trigger you, something trigger you, go get you a piece of paper, pen some paper right now. I say, what the fuck you talking about? If I know how to do that, I wouldn't come in here to see you at all. And every freaking thing, every time that you go see them, sometimes for us, we would rather to kind of like stick with one psychiatrist instead of put you to a different one all the time. And every time we talk to them, they want us to repeat all freaking incident or story all over again. Say, God damn, like the VA, the system right there, just go into my file and you go from there and just like don't even, like just go in there and look at it because like don't it tricked me like well when like they keep telling me to repeat my story over and over again. And the last time I see the psychiatrist, the new one, they put me into a new one. As soon as I stepped down to the chairs, I point my finger straight out to a psychiatrist. I say, if you ever tell me to tell you my story and what happened to my story, even those like you have in the system, get your lazy ass and freaking go into my file and fucking look at it. I refuse to kind of repeat my story over again because it's getting old. It's just like every day that thing is like it's it's good, but it's not. And a lot of time we try to tell them things, they don't even listen. And because they never been there, they don't done that, So and after that, when they sent me to a like mental health issue like behavior and health, the same thing. At first, individual is not working, we do in a group, and as soon as we like we have a group meeting kind of like once every week, then everybody in there, the whole group. So I don't know what the hell this guy was talking about, man. Just like every time, usually, we have like peer to peer kind of like a group treatment kind of thing. For us, for us, we go in there, we talk to each other, like we know exactly how each other feel. But like the provider there, he don't get the point. Every time that he doing that, he just trigger us more and more. And I think like about like a month, we just walk out to him, say, man, fuck you. Yeah. Same. Then I remember like the last time the final time that I thought that I'm gonna kill myself, like I was perfectly planning out exactly that day. It's what raining outside, and I'm planning to get my car and drive off the bridge because like how like by the Oklahoma and Texas, it's called like the Red River, the border of Texas and Oklahoma.
Mhm.
It's called like Tacoma, and the river right there is called like the Red River. And like if whoever get down there, you will never find them again. That's like that's how I would plan it out. And luckily on that day, I went to a restaurant first. I went to a restaurant and just like by myself and eat and kind of like, okay, I'm ready. Kind of nearby where that, you know. Then suddenly I bumped to one of my old friend. I said, hey, what's up? What's going on? And we just start sitting back and chit chat. And for somehow I talked to him about my situation and other stuff, and he just like kind of talked me out of that. I said, oh wow. Then just as like I stopped, like everything in my mind kind of clear out because like he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's kind of like I said, man, oh wow. It's kind of like he talked about he cleared all the stuff that like I have in my mind, like I couldn't think of right, or like it's nothing solved. And on that day, I said, okay, like that, just like he hang out with me like the whole entire night. Just want to make sure, like
Mhm.
I'm not going anywhere by myself. And for the first 3 days, he keep check on me to make sure everything. I say, yeah, yeah, I'm good. Then just like I kind of after that, I kind of motivated. I just like thinking of like different things. I want to go out there and just like do more things. Like kind of like because when I retired, like for the first couple months, I don't even go outside and associate with other people. I just hide myself in the crowd and just like lock myself in the room and just like okay, drinking beer. I was like heavy drinker, but never be a smoker. I'm drinking like constantly. Even though nowadays every day I take like at least like 4 or 5 bottle a day. Like some night that like I'm taking a lot. Just like and even though right now I have 4 kids and wife, sometimes it's just like I'm just to be like between 10 to 3 o'clock. That's kind of like my downtime right there. So I just like sit quietly. I just want to be myself and just like sit quietly and just like drink and think about, like my military experience. I think all of you guys, I miss you. To be honest, I miss the family, the army family a lot. A lot. I keep thinking, I'm checking. I just say, man, I hope not to see this and that. Some of my battle buddy, kill themselves or anything like that. And it's like we just want to be there for each other. But here, it's just like, oh man, just it's rough. But now, like I have kid and wife. I have too much to lose. I go out there and just like carry associate with other people better. And I used to be like a multi-sport. I love to play sport. And just like when I first get out, I don't even want to do anything. I don't even want to associate with anybody at all. Because we try to talk to them about the experience of what we go through. They couldn't understand shit. So I
Mhm.
said, okay, why wasting my time? I'll be honest and share you my story and tell you exactly what like what we do. And I'm proud of what I do. It's an honor for me to serve our country. And I tell them exactly what my experience is, and like what the thought of like army life and other stuff. And they couldn't understand what I was. I'm like, well, what the hell am I talking about? So okay, got it. And just like I just kind of like isolate myself a lot. But since after the last time I talked to my battle buddy, the my long time friend, I came out and just associate with people a little more, and I kind of like know how to control myself a little bit better because like with all the mental health and the psychiatric, after the last time I told you know like I cut the psychiatric straight out. I said, you know what, just give me my damn medication, and I'm good with it. So I taken medication, and I'm not going through like the mental health or like the to see any psychiatric at all after that one section. Then I say, okay, just give me your my medication, and I'm good with it. I don't want to see any of you guys. So I'm taking all that right now, but you know when I'm triggered, I know like the way that you know I just like hop in my car and just drive a couple hours. Like last week, it's happened one incident like happened last week. I bust my freaking wrist, my arm. I punched the freaking garage, and me, my wife, you know, we have a big argument on stuff that you know like is some stuff that is not worth it because you know we help a lot of people. We have family member and other stuff. But I told my wife that you know if we help them, if they'll be better and they listen to us and be better off in themselves, and you know it's good. But if not, why put our relationship in jeopardy because you know helping other people? Because like we making them happy, but you know our families are not happy at all.
Mhm.
You know, between our relationship, not even happy. So why doing it? It's like it's family, and you know, it's just like the thing get add on, you know, and just like I have like big outbursts. I, but I never lay a hand on my wife or anything like that. I'd rather hurt myself than other people. Yeah, I bust my wrist, bust the garage door, and I drove up like for 8 hours, around 8 hours before I go home. And
You'll
after that,
drive around for 8 hours before you go home?
yeah, I hop in the car and drive around for 8 hours. Because
Wow.
like once in my car, because I know like when I'm in the car, I don't have to deal with anybody, just me in the car and the road itself. I'm just focused on driving. That's how to calm your kind of anger, your anxiety coming out. Like this is slowly coming down. And once you know, like I say, okay, it's time for me to go home, then just go home. But if not, if I still have like, if I still have like the grudge, or you know, like my anxiety and my anger is still in me, I would not gonna come home because it's not gonna do any good. So I just drive sometimes. Yeah, that's a long time I have drive. Usually take me about 3 hours, then I'm good, then go home. But like last time it was like 8 hours. I said, man, it's freaking rough. You know, so why? You know, it's just like we to help other and end up, you know, we just like hurt our family itself, kind of like hurt our relationship itself. It's not worth it. And we try to tell them, and even though nowadays my wife still don't understand the PTS. So that's why I don't talk to my wife a lot about the army stuff. She couldn't understand it. So that's why you know whenever you guys, man, I miss you a lot. You know, we have our things to talk about also. He's a disabled vet also. So we try to keep each other, you know, like toes all the time. We keep each other up. If I have, see, I can talk to him. I can literally talk to him like all day, all night long, but not with my brother or my family.
Mhm.
If my brother and my family, I talk to them about 5, 10 minutes. That's it. I can't even open up myself more. Yeah, but I see another battle buddy, and you know he been there, he done that thing like us, and we BS, start talking, just the whole night. You're just like totally different. Yeah, but it's kind of rough, you know, when you first coming out, you know, you don't have a lot of help, a lot of resources out there to help you out. So basically, you know, whatever you do, you have to find on your own. And I said, what the fuck? That's why, I bumped her and actually live under, like uh because like it's just sad, it's like I say no one help. Then they try and try and no one end up, they just want to give up, say fuck this,
Mhm.
you know. So yeah. um, Now I just have a lot to live for, so I don't have that thought anymore. But if I see around, I going around, and actually, like in this city itself, Gilman, Texas, it's a small town, but we have a lot of veterans live around here.
Mhm.
A lot of the veteran and the Desert Storm and Iraq, and a bunch of them live around here. And like I say, and now you just like I try to do whatever I can, try to help other people too. Because I was so close. Yesterday, like 2 days ago, and that's why like the anniversary, the 12-year anniversary. The day that I almost get killed. Like 2 days ago, right?
Uh, uh,
Yeah,
yeah, August 15th. Yes. Yes, it was. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's like yeah, that's just like a 12-year anniversary right there. The like
It
I
was-
was reborn. I was drinking like on that night. I was literally just like stay up and like every year so around that time I just stay up all night and I'm drinking and think about it, like the incident
Hmm.
and all of the bad buddy, I try to remember, all of them, especially Oreo, because like he's in my platoon and plus like Son P. Even though like he is not in platoon, but he's always there. He's always there and he just motivates us. He never he just like when you look at him, say he's a beast, just like always motivate us. But something happened, like that. That's sad. Yeah. But I'm just thinking, but I'm missing everybody a lot. Mm. That's why like every night I just freaking drink and relax. It's like I think my downtime drinking business help me relax.
Hmm.
The mental health people say no, it's not good for you. Mixed with the medication, I say I know it's not help, but I know what's good for me because my body. I know exactly what's going on in my body, so I know it. That's why. Yeah, they say it's not good, but hey, you only live once. So
That's true too.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah. Because like yeah,
I want to spend some time with you
yeah,
after the recording, talking to you. And I've got a whole bunch of great notes. Was there any final thoughts on that? And then I want to capture a good half hour with you after this if I can.
yeah. That's fine. This is so like my final thought is just like because everybody going through a different thing, different stage of life,
Mhm.
and I was born and raised differently. It's hard to speak for everybody because for me, just I know how to get away from the problems.
Mhm.
But like I try to tell other veterans too. I say it's hard. It's like every house, everybody have a different story in the household and another stuff. It's hard. It's hard to do that. So you gotta find exactly what good for you. Then you apply that to it. But if not, then just that's hard.
Okay.
Because like for what I do, it might be good for you, it might be not. So
Mhm.
I can't just say, hey, you gotta try this. Is what everybody. We have to experience through life for that. What good for you, what no, what good, what bad. Because like every family is different, in a different situation. Because I have 4 kids. Some people, what if the veteran don't have kids, or veteran don't have like houses or family or people that they can trust and talk to. It's hard. It's hard to tell them that because like sometimes, like you talk to a veteran that's, they're just by themselves, and you start talking about your family, it's gonna trigger him.
Mhm.
I run to one that problem, and he start busting tears because, man, he's saying he wish he was in my situation. And sometimes, I'm in this situation and say, yeah, I wish I was in his situation.
Sure.
Because like you live by yourself, you don't have to worry about anybody. But he's like, I don't have a home to return to. I don't have brother or sister or family to talk to. But you got it here. Sometimes, I try to talk to him, try to encourage him, but end up he encouraged back to me on the other side. That's that's how we communicate and learn from each other. See, then we come out to a solution to see what look good for us. That's it.
Okay. I'm getting my final note, and I want to say thank you for your time, taking the extra time for this interview as well. And then just please hang around. We're gonna chat a little bit longer.
Oh, that's fine, bro. Anytime.